This is Ben McGahee with Yamie Chess. I'm going to be your math teacher today. Yamie Chess is the math learning aid based on classic chess that helps students in math and science education for school. In this lesson, we will learn about how to tell time using the clock. Now notice that we have the clock is a circular object, so it looks like a circle, and we have 12 numbers on the clock. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then notice on our clock we have what's known as the hour hand, which is the shorthand on the clock. So this hand right here would be called the hour hand. Tells us the hour. And then the minute hand is the long hand. So this tells us how many minutes in the hour on the clock. So the hour hand is the short hand. This hand right here tells us the hour. And the minute hand is the long hand, telling us the number of minutes in the hour. And the way we write the time is we put the hour first. And then we have this symbol is called a colon with two dots right above each other, one right above the other. And then we have the minutes come after the hour, or right of the colon. So hour, and then we have the colon, the two dots, and then minutes. So the way we determine the minutes for each of the numbers is that 12 starts at the beginning of the hour. So we have 0 minutes for 12. And then the number 1 will represent 5 minutes. The 2 is 10 minutes. 3 is 15 minutes. And then we have 4 is 20 minutes. 5 is 25 minutes. And 6 is 30 minutes, so this is half the hour. And then we have the number 7, that's 35 minutes. 8 is 40 minutes. And we have 9, 45 minutes. 10 is 50 minutes. 11 is 55 minutes. And then when we get back to 12, we start a new hour again with 0 minutes. So, for example, if we're looking at this clock right here, we notice that the hour hand is at 3, and then the minute hand is at the 12. So this would be the third hour, or 3 o'clock. So we have 3, and we write a colon, and then for 12 we have the 0 minutes, so we put 2 zeros. So this would be 3 o'clock. Okay, so then let's look at an example here. I will draw the hour hand and the minute hand, and let's see if we can tell the time. So notice here that we have the 11. This is the hour hand is at 11. And then we have the long hand, that's the minute hands at 7. So we can write the time as we have the hour first, that's 11. And then we put our colon, the 2 dots. And then the 7, we notice that 7 is 35 minutes past the hour. So we'll write 35 for minutes. So the time here for this clock would be 11:35. That's how we say it, 11:35. Okay, so let's do another clock here. Let's say we have this time. So we have longhand here, and so this longhand should be pointed at, it's at the 2. So even though it's not right at the 2, it's very close. So this should be at the 2. So for this number here. And then the short hand, the hour hand's at the 4. So the minute hand is at the 2, and the short hand is at the 4. So we know that the hour for this one it'd be around, we're at the 4, and we have colon, and then we look at the number 2, and the 2 tells us that it's 10 minutes, right, past the hour. So we're going to use the number 10 for our minutes, so that will be 4:10 for the hour. So remember that when you're telling the time or reading the clock, you always look, at the shorthand first. That tells you the hour that it's pointing at. And then the longhand tells you how many minutes. How many minutes are in the hour or past the hour. And that's how you tell time. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to let you try 3 problems here with 3 different clocks, and you want to match each clock to the correct time that we have. So these are the time choices we have below, and you want to match the clock to that correct time. So I'll give you some time to work on that. Feel free to pause the video to work on these 3 clock problems of telling time, or feel free to rewind the video if you need to review, how to tell time, what's the hour hand, the minute hand, and what each of the numbers represent as far as number of minutes. And then we'll go over the answers. Okay, so let's go over the answers. For the first one, we have this clock here in green with the red numbers, and we look at the time, or the hour hand points at the looks like the 8 here. It's pointing at the 8, and then the minute hand looks like at about the 4. So it looks like we have the hour for 8, and then 4. If we go to our, let's go to our table here. It looks like 4. This represents 20 minutes, right? 20 minutes past the hour. And so it looks like we're going to use this time, 8:20. So this clock, it says 8:20 is the time. Okay, so let's look at the second clock here. It's a red clock with the yellow numbers, and it looks like we have the shorthand, the hour hand's pointing at the 11. So that's our hour, and then we have, it looks like a 6 pointed here for the number of minutes. So let's take a look here just to double check. And if we look at the number 6, it looks like that's half past the hour, 30 minutes. So we're going to use 30 for number of minutes. And then 11 is the hour, so it's going to be this time here, 11:30. Okay, and then number 3, we have the this purple clock here with the yellow numbers, and we have the hour hand pointing at the 2, and it looks like the minute hand's pointing at the 1. And so if we look at, we know the hour is 2. And if we look at the minute hand being 1, that's going to be 5 minutes past the hour. So our time's going to be 2:05. 2:05 for this clock. And then check our answers. We had 8:20 for the first clock, 11:30 for the second clock, and 2:05 for the third clock. Those were the answers. So if you got those answers right, you have a good understanding of how to tell time, and you know how to look at a clock and know the hour and the number of minutes past that hour. So great job on telling time. This has been McGahee, and I want to thank you for watching this video lesson on telling time. Please stay tuned for more lessons on YamieChess.com. Have a great day.